All right, meet my new client, Chapo. Put the suit. All right, that's Chapo. Chapo is extremely aggressive. So that scene that you saw there was the first day that I went to see Chapo. So when I got there and I saw this behavior, him at the chain link fence, the first step, now the owner was telling me that he's watched my videos, the aggression videos I have up, and I'm always talking about most aggression cases, probably 99%, are generally fear aggression cases. So as hostile as they are on my channel, and you see the viciousness, of a lot of these dogs, it's still generally fear aggression. So when we were talking, the owner was telling me, since he saw those dogs on my channel, all that fear aggression, but he was saying to me that with this guy, with Chapo, he is absolutely sure that he is the 1% of dogs that I've been talking about that he is not scared. That this guy is just outright aggressive and he just goes for it, and there is no fear in this guy whatsoever. So this is the unusual. Now the only way to test this and to know what we're dealing with, I'm going to get in my suit and you're going to see me here just walk into the yard while he's got him on a leash. And what does Chapo do when I come close on the leash? So we're not going to restrain him. We're going to let him do whatever his instinct is going to tell him to do when I walk in there. So this is what happened when I was testing Chapo to see what his truth was.
Chapo!
So you see right away, the moment I walk right into that zone, there is no hesitation whatsoever. There's no squealing, frantic aggression. He didn't go towards the sleeve or the suit and go rah, 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 and then grab a little bit. This was straight on, come closer. And the moment I just walked in with no hesitation whatsoever, he just latches on full mouth and just stays on there, right? This dog has had no training in his life, has never had bite work done with a sleeve or anything like that in his whole life. He knows nothing about a bite sleeve, a suit. He doesn't know what it is, never seen one, and he's never had training at all. So I just want to make that clear, because when people see you go in with a suit like that and he just goes straight on and latches onto it like that, you would think he was trained to bite, right? That's how much confidence he had just going in there and grabbing on, and was not afraid a bit about me. His whole intention there was no fear, and he just takes people out. So if I didn't have equipment on in that moment, he was just going to latch on to my body and not let go. Now, if you've seen my video on YouTube, the crushing bite power of Rottweilers, I talk about in there that Rottweilers are a whole different game when it comes to power than the other breeds. This is just an example. This was at one of my trainer camps with the Rottweilers. This was us there teaching the Rottweilers how to do protection. And watch these bites.
Ready? Now back, Frank, back.
Oh, he got you good?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, damn.
Woo!
Oh, he got you good. Oh, damn.
Nice. Good boy.
Ooh.
Let's try to hold on.
Woo!
Fucking!
Perfect.
Oh shit! Out! Oh my God! 1-2 back. Oh my God!
Oh, that was this arm. Look at through the suit.
Yeah, no, don't we have that sleeve one, that other extra sleeve thing?
I mean, people don't realize, and none of my trainers realize, the moment they start taking hits from a Rottweiler in a suit, they are extremely surprised about how powerful those bites are and how much you feel that in the suit, even through extra equipment protecting you. These guys, again, I considered in the video, I said it, I consider them the great white sharks of the dog world. The power, the speed, and the tenacity of those bites and that power is incredible. And it hurts horrendously, even with protected suits. Every single one of the people I put in suits, I say, you don't know until you get bit by a Rottweiler in a suit what sheer force power is until you feel a Rottweiler in a suit. So imagine without a suit on what that would be. So this is how dangerous a case like this with Chapo is. You have a Rottweiler that goes after everybody, right? Except the family. Everybody else's game. You can't take this guy anywhere. You can't risk because he goes after everybody. And you come close in the range and you're in reachable territory. Good luck, because if he hits you without the suit on like I had there, you might be missing a part or a limb. That is how powerful these guys are, and this guy has no bite development. And he just held on to my suit full mouth and dug in there and clamped hard and would not let go without any training. This is the rare, unique dogs that I talk about in the dog world, right? That he's a 1%er that he just hasn't naturally, and he's nasty. He's gonna go after everybody. He has no hesitation, right? So this is very dangerous. So you're gonna see here, we're gonna start today. That first one where I tested him was the first day of our training. After we tested him in the suit, I had the owner do some exercises to start working on him mentally, prepping for today what you're gonna see. Today is gonna be the second class of his program. Today we're gonna go at the aggression and start getting at it. So you're gonna see here right now, Moshi, who just started with me a few days ago. He's from Colorado. He's here for 3 months with me, attending my Train the Trainer school. So I'm gonna have Moshi get suited up, and we're gonna start working at that aggression. Here's Moshe suiting up for the kill. Great white shark coming. All right, so now we're gonna go out to the street and we're gonna try to get this under control and watch as we're doing this the first 15 minutes. It was unstoppable and just over and over that Chapo would just keep on going after Moshe over and over and over without quit. Let's go around him. Right, careful. Right, careful.
Right, careful.
All right. After about 20 minutes of all this, we finally started getting Chapo under control and to stop the attacks. So what we did here was we gave him a break, we let him go away, relax for a little bit, and see what he learned when he comes back out today. So we gave him about a 15-minute break, let him relax, let him cool down. Now you're gonna see, after he cooled down, what he learned from the first 20 minutes of this class. So, what I'm looking for in this session today is the objective always when you're working with aggression is avoidance behavior. I want to see Chapo no more going after Moshe at all when he's in close range and moving. Right, careful. Okay, because the first 20 minutes, no matter where Moshe moved, he was just going for him. Now we want to see avoidance behavior and Chapo hold himself back and kick out him looking and stalking and hunting and waiting for Moshe to come closer and move and no lunging, right? So this is the objective for the first class of working on the aggressive behavior. And this is what we got. Now keep in mind, you're gonna start seeing Chapo start to become a little nervous and go around the owner. That's okay because we have the avoidance behavior. We want him a little worried about Moshe now and not hunting him with confidence and stalking and just determination of going to hunt the human. We want to see a little bit of unsureness. He wants no part of it anymore, a little fear of Moshe now. We want to see that the first day, or else he'll keep going and he'll keep going and we will never get this over with. So this is what happened when we brought him back out on the first session. Keep going, keep going. Keep going. Now come back the other way. Good. Now, what we're going to do, Raphael, just a quick, we don't do too much more. We're getting what we want now for the first stage. What I want you to do is just move, stay right there, Moshe. You're going to move a little bit in a different spot. I'm going to restart. And once we move, we want to see if this guy can hold himself again and not have a replay. Right? So you're going to come over to us a little bit. Okay. I'm going to move him a little bit towards the concrete. Right there. Okay. Moshe, let's go around. All right. There you go. Good. All right, there you go. Good, very good. Now, you're gonna go a little closer up his back and come around. Not too close that he can reach you. A little closer, just bypass him, just come. Good. Around the front. Good, very good. Now come back around the front. I want you to go around his face side. Right, so he's gonna duck out the other way. There you go. Now we're gonna play peekaboo. Good. Good, very good. Good, all right. So for today, we leave it right there. Because we got what we want, no more attacks. Even motion is very close. So you see, he's hiding. He's going like this, and every motion comes around the front side. Normally, he was going to go and strike it. You go this way. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Hey, but come on, man, leave me alone. Right? There's no more. Come on, come close. Just come a little closer. Oh, I'm gonna get you. Now he's bailing out for himself because he knows he's going to be the one gotten. Right? Now you can try one more motion. You want to go right around him? Get a little closer. There you go. And the sitting perfect. Right. Right, stay right there. Okay? Good, very good. He wants no part of it. Perfect. And he sat down. Submissive behavior. He gave up. Right? That sitting tells you, done with this. I don't. Good. So if you want Robert, you're going to go right past motion to the house, and we put him away and let him sit with the good. Because I don't want to push him to the point he breaks again. I want him to go back with no aggression and learn that if he doesn't strike, he's good. All right. And to end the first session, perfect. Right? Because Chapo would never be able to hold himself back from going after people. It's just so in him to attack people that for him to be sitting there and holding it back and then at times not even looking at Moshe, he's trying to ignore him and avoid him now because of the process we've put him through. We're telling Chapo that it's unacceptable ever to hunt somebody, stare at them in that way, shoot out for them after stalking them that way. Unacceptable. Right? Never, ever. He cannot do it anymore in life. So, this is the first step to getting that control of that aggression. And then the next sessions will show closer, touching Chapo. We have to go through the motions and have him understand that no matter what, how he feels about it, or whatever it is, we're not going to allow it. And it's unacceptable to just bite people like that. So, stay tuned. Until next time, Miami Dog Whisperer.